Closer. Perfect. All right. Really good job today, you guys. I'm so proud of y'all. Thank you again for coming out to my classes. We started out with chipping. All right. So what was some of the things we did to practice our chipping? Annie, do you remember what we did? How did we set up our stations?
Just rotated it with some sprinkler heads, some uphill lies, some loop.
Okay. So we had a ton of different lies. We were creating way different types of scenarios, trying to recreate the same thing that would happen on a golf course. Remember, no perfect lies. We want to create challenging lies. That's how we get to be a better golfer, okay? One of the biggest things, what we were doing was when we were chipping for Damon and for Brad, what was the biggest thing that y'all had to do when we were chipping?
Keep our heads still.
Keep your head still.
Head still and do the triangle.
We don't want to sway a lot. We want to use our what?
Shoulders.
Our shoulders, and we're maintaining our triangle. Are we using our wrists a lot?
No.
Okay, we want to use our shoulders. Make sure we have that pendulum from our wrist. Short little stance, choking down the club. And then, so what are we changing in all of that? We're only changing one thing when we go to different shots. What is this changing?
The feet.
The direction, no. Or the club, well, the club.
Oh, your club.
The only thing we're changing on anything that we're doing, we're hitting the same type of shots. The only thing we're changing is what
The club
we're using, okay?
Yes.
So that's what the perfect thing about chipping is that we can use our 7-iron, pitch and wedge, 8-iron, 9-iron. You can use whatever club you want. You can use a hybrid if you'd like to, okay? We're doing that same chipping routine and it's performing different shots, rolling out differently. We might have a different scenario. We need to get the ball up to land high and soft, or run out a lot, so we're using different clubs and all that, okay? So then we switched over to putting here. What kind of putts were we putting right there? Were they long ones or short ones?
Short ones. 5 footers.
5 footers, okay? A lot of the times, those are the biggest putts we're missing, and sometimes we get to that spot and we 3-putt those shots, okay? So if we're going out on the golf course, okay, and so if we can eliminate that from 3 shots down to just 2 putts or even a 1 putt, okay, how many strokes do you think that's saving you per round?
At least 2.
Okay,
Or
not
round.
just 2.
Yeah, more than round.
We're doing
18
18 holes. So if we're doing 2 shots extra on 18 holes, we're saving 36 strokes. Okay? So if you go out there and shoot a 120 and you had 3 putts on every hole, well, if you had a 1 putt on every hole, then you could have shot 36 less, which would have been 84. I think 84 or 94 if I do my math correctly.
That would be lovely.
Okay? All right, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, and with putting today, we had different drills set up for all of us. Okay, each golfer is doing different things. Susan, what was the biggest thing that we were trying to control?
So my swing, I'm swinging out.
Okay, and that's the same thing with Carrie. We're trying to control the distance of our swing, and that controls to the length of our putt. Okay, we don't want a long swing and then a short follow through. We want to create the same distance back and forth. And then with Brad, with Damon, what we were doing there on the putting stroke, we had gate drills for Damon, and for Brad, we were also working on keeping our eyes over that golf ball, okay? So we have different things that we're going to be focusing on, but we need to address all of them. You know, every little key thing puts together to save those strokes, okay? So again, thank you guys for coming out to my clinic. Next week, we'll be on the range. We'll be hitting full swing shots, and then we'll be going into pitching. So we'll be using some of those practices from what we did with chipping. So what I suggest for you to do is go home, practice it on the range, practice it on your house, do it on your carpet, make some swings in your backyard, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Thank you guys.
Great lesson.
That was excellent.